Landisberg sees the opening. Monica Wright delivers again. Virginia wins. The Cavaliers are going to the College World Series. He's going to go all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia, Big Paul.
Cavalier Sports Weekly is presented by the Virginia Lottery. The Virginia Lottery, helping Virginia's public schools. And brought to you in part by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
On this edition of Cavalier Sports Weekly, presented by the Virginia Lottery.
Just trying to get the atmosphere in UVA just back to where it was at one point.
As he stuffs it down. Trump stepping on the baseline, and the turnaround jumper fading away, kisses in off the left.
Welcome to Cavalier Sports Weekly. I'm Monica Wright, number 22 on the women's basketball team. The ACC season is officially underway, and we have plenty of highlights for you, but first, here's our play of the week.
26 on the game clock. Here's Landisberg looking to inbound. He's running out of time. Gets it to Scott. Scott finds an opening. Gets past his man. Stuffs it down with a one-hand jam.
Halftime, I remember I was like 1 for 5. So I just took it upon myself. Just drive to the basket, be aggressive. And I was just trying to be aggressive. And I know when I went up, I was thinking I'm just going to dunk this. And I dunked it, got my team ready. It just got me fired up too. So yeah, that's what I was thinking.
This portion of Cavalier Sports Weekly has been brought to you by SunTrust Mortgage. Live solid, bank solid. Stay tuned. Virginia game highlights are coming up next. This portion of Cavalier Sports Weekly is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Welcome back to the show. Our men's basketball team played Texas Pan American on Tuesday and NC State on Saturday. Let's check out the game stories.
Pass inside was deflected away by Landisberg into Scott's hands. Transition pass ahead to Zaglinski. Quick pass over to Baker. TPA go with that man defense. Giving Virginia some trouble on this set. 5 seconds to shoot. Evans going to launch one from 3, and he hits it from that left side. 6:49 to go here, opening half against a 1-14 team. Down in South Texas, here is Landisberg challenging. His shot was rejected as Urbanus goes the other way with numbers. Feeds off. This is Jones putting up a shot. No good. Rims in and out.
I always try to look at the game and say it's about quality for us. And the quality wasn't there. Whether you win or lose, you always say, was there quality on the floor? And I'm sure you could find some stretches where some guys did some things, but overall the quality wasn't present tonight, and that's what bothers me.
Here's Sammy Zaglinski with at the top of the arc. 4:49 to go. Landisberg, nice pass underneath, but Mike Scott will float it up and in, up close. Virginia 31, UTPA 21. Zaglinski going to fire up another three as he cans it from the right wing this time. Sammy Zaglinski on the other side of things now for UVA. Passes down low. Mike Scott on the right baseline rattles one through from about 13.
I thought he was solid on the offensive end and was rusty on the defensive end. And he'll certainly, it's nice to have in a game like that when you're struggling to be able to dump it inside and have him go to work. He has a knack down there, but he's got to bring a complete performance on both ends of the floor. We'll need that from him.
Right on top of him defensively. He'll pass off, go on underneath. Seegers misses a bunny, no one near him. Now the scramble for the ball. Calvin Baker's going to come up with it for Virginia. Feeds off. Here's a pull-up three-pointer. Sammy Zaglinski swishes it through for the far wing right. Head coach of the basketball team and the baseball team. That's a full load.
Yeah, that's definitely a load.
Landisberg with a facial as he stuffs it down over Valera with a foul.
As I've said before, sometimes our margin of error, when we're not clicking, when we're not sharp and alert, we become not a great team, and that showed tonight. So hopefully that'll give us a good look of knowing how sharp we have to be, because it certainly, we did not look sharp or good tonight. I wish I could say it more eloquently, but we were poor.
Montel is defended on the outside by Mays. Dribbles between the legs, now passes off to Zaglinski, top of the arc. Beats off. Now Farrakhan pump faking from the elbow. Now he's going to pass to Evans. Evans goes underneath the defense and lays it high off the window and good. What a play. send it near side right. Now top of the arc, Evans will pass off to Scott. Scott on the right baseline, feeds off underneath Jerome Yancey all by himself, lays it in off the window. Mike recognizing the double team coming, and now NC State going to go the other direction with him. I didn't see who got a hand on it for the Wolfpack as Gonzalez jets into the front court. Here's a turnover off the tip of the hands of Powell. It's going to be Jeff Jones going the other way and flushing it through with a one-hand jam.
And I'm going to have to go out to say I believe that's Jeff Jones' first dunk ever.
As Calvin Baker dribbling with the right hand. Farnold DeGan coming off of a big game that saw him pick up a career high in terms of assists, where he had 9 in the last game. Here's a runner from Landisburg, and he gets it to fall from 12 feet out. Nice looking shot from Sylvan.
As soon as the ACC play starts, it's like something turns on, and you just got to get ready to go. And I felt that way as soon as the game started today. I felt like a switch turned on, and I was just focused in on everything.
DeGan feeding to Smith. He sends it near side left to Mays. Mays sends it back top of the arc. Here's another three-pointer, and this one is up and good. Scott Wood hits his second trifecta of the afternoon. Sylvan dribbling top of the circle. He knifes his way through the lane, floats it off the window and good. Nice looking move as he scissors his way through the defense. Back-to-back field goals for Landisburg, and Virginia back to within 1. Earl his pass tipped but controlled by Smith. He's backing in on Mienzi, spinning in the paint. Feeds out. DeGan launches from 3 and hits. This is a team that can hit shots from outside. They're starting to heat up.
I thought we got a little panicky, and that's happened to us number of times this year where we maybe won't break that defense down and get the look we want. We can always get a rush shot, later in the shot clock. So I thought our shot selection got a little better, and then some shots dropped and the confidence came.
13:27 to go now. Gonzalez and his Wolfpack team in an opportunity now to open things up a little bit. 5-point game. Gonzalez floats one up from 15. Count it with a foul. So Gonzalez with it in his hands now. He's going to feed to Williams. Down low it comes to Horner, and Horner beats Sherrill, and he will lay it up and in off the window up close.
I said, look, fellas, this has to be that they've got to earn it. You can't have these breakdowns or we're not going to be able to come back. And then I think the easy looks went away the rest of the game. They had to earn when they made them.
Trailing by 10, 43-33. Mustafa Farrakhan feeds to Zaglinski, squeezes off a free ball, and he rattles it home. That's going to be DeGan dishing out. Horner launches one up from just inside the arc and hits it. He's running out of time. Gets it to Scott. Scott finds an opening. Gets past his man. Stuffs it down with a one-hand jam.
Halftime, I remember I was like 1 for 5, so I just took it upon myself, just drive to the basket, be aggressive, and I was just trying to be aggressive. And I know if when I went up, I was thinking I'm just going to dunk this, and dunked it, got my team ready, it just got me fired up too.
Landisburg with it, dribble with the left hand, attacks down the lane, floats it with the left hand, high off the window and good. What a shot from Sylvan Landisburg as it has pulled Virginia back to within 1.
I was like, there's no way we're losing this game. I believed in myself, and I think all my teammates believed in that too.
Zaglinski racing out the other direction, driving baseline, left side, passes out. Jones wide open from 3, bingo! Jeff Jones drills it from the top of the arc, isolated with Horner. Now Zaglinski goes to work, passes over to Scott, nobody in front of Mike. Now he dishes up. Here's Sylvan Landisburg missing the layup, but it's tipped right back up and in by Scott, who stayed after it.
Coming the second half, I'm not going to take a lot of jump shots. I'm just going to do what I do best, work in the post, crash the glass, and that's what I did.
Zaglinski has it on the far wing right, dumps it down to Scott, trying to answer on the other side, goes airborne, floats the shot up and good as it rolls through over Tracy Smith. NC State with the ball on the other side of things. Our score 58-55, Virginia with a 3-point lead. Wide open look for Horner, and he missed it. He was all alone on the island.
Virginia did knock it down.
Here's Landisburg putting up a runner, using the right hand, and a beauty as he floats it up and good in the lane. Virginia extends to a 5-point lead.
I heard Nick Saban say after the championship game, he told his team leading up to it, he said, do what you do and be who you are. And because you step in the ACC ball, all of a sudden we can't become someone we're not used to and change. We just have to keep grinding, keep getting good looks, and keep working our fannies off on the defensive end.
Sammy Zaglinski has shown steady improvement as point guard for our men's basketball team, and the Philadelphia native is your student athlete of the week.
My father is a great athlete. He played 2 sports at Wake Forest. He just kind of been my teacher my whole life. He really has been a big inspiration of my life, and as a coach and as a father, and I think we all benefited from his experiences in college and just all the knowledge that he had. We always were competitive, me and my brothers, and they kind of pushed me to get better. They were actually football players. My one brother, Zach, he ended up going to Penn State as a preferred walk-on. He was on the team that won the Orange Bowl he ended up transferring out, and now he's at Hartford with my other brother, Joe, who got a scholarship to go there, and now they're playing together, so it's pretty cool. Sean was a senior when I was a freshman at Penn Charter. We had a pretty good team. My brother was actually on the team as well. Rob Kurz, who's also in the NBA right now, was on that team. So we had a really good team that year. And it was fun. It was a lot of fun. And then coming here, I wasn't really sure if he was going to stay for his senior year or go to the NBA. And he stayed, and I was looking forward to playing with him again. But unfortunately, I had the ankle problem. Definitely one of the toughest years of my life. Just being injured all year, having to go through surgery, and not being able to play. But also I benefited from it, being able to watch from the sideline, kind of learn different things about college basketball since I was a freshman. I just try to take the positives out of it and move forward.
He's really worked hard on his game and has given us a nice lift, and as the competition increases with conference play, I think it'll be a great challenge for him that I think he's probably looking forward to improving on last year.
It was hard not to get excited having Coach Bennett come when I learned that he was going to be the new head coach, just because I knew he played in the NBA, he's a point guard, and it's really just become a dream come true. He's been a great teacher, and I just try to learn from him as much as I can while I'm here.
There's no substitute for experience, and though he's only a sophomore, he has 3 years of playing, watching, strength and conditioning, all those things, and that age experience factor is huge. So again, by the time he's out of here, he'll probably have some gray hair and everything like you and I, but he'll be battle tested.
The fans here are great. They have the Sam's Club in the student section. That was pretty fun. But yeah, they've been great, and I just want to keep playing the way I'm playing. Just trying to get the atmosphere in UVA just back to where it was at one point.
Zaglinski pump fakes for three, gets his man airborne. Smashes through the three-pointers. He steps back, and he's pulled Virginia back to within 4. 38 seconds and counting. Zaglinski pump fakes for three. Now he's going to unload this one. Up and good. Sammy Zaglinski strikes again. It's his third three-pointer of the half.
Since day one, I've really tried to make an impact. I just want to be bought into his system and just let him know I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make this team better. And hopefully I earned his trust, and I want to move forward from here and just try to keep elevating the team and just try to get us postseason play and be an impact in ACC.
He's bought in. He just wants to see Virginia basketball improve, and you want guys like that.
This portion of Cavalier Sports Weekly is brought to you by the Virginia Lottery. More than $4 billion to K-12 public education since 1999. The Virginia Lottery, helping Virginia's public schools.
After winning the Marriott Classic and beating 9-2 Colorado, our women's basketball team faced 12-2 St. Bonaventure and 11th-ranked Florida State. Here are the highlights from this week's games.
We knew this was going to be a tough game. St. Bonaventure's had a great year already. And as you can see, they're a very seasoned team. They're probably a first or second round NCAA team, and they proved it tonight.
Monica going left corner to Edwards, open for three. Boom! What a great pass and shot, perfectly executed.
That was really the difference in the game. Was the zone slowed them down a little bit. They really didn't get any more penetration, so when they couldn't penetrate and kick, they were a little bit less daunting for us.
Dribble going right baseline, crossing over, swings to Whitney Edwards, top of the key. Left wing now to Brittany Edwards. They lob it into Egwu in the lane. Turnaround jumper.
You can see yourself. You can see the way Simone Egwu starts the game. You can see the way that China was starting the game before she went down, and the way Lexi played tonight, and the way that Talia usually comes off the bench and gives us great minutes. So they all know that they have to step up, and they were recruited to play right away here. There was no, listen, let me give you a year to catch up and figure it out. They knew that they were going to have a chance to play immediately, and they have a job to do, and I think they've taken it all very seriously, and we've put them through the ringer. I mean, it's not easy for a first-year player to go across the country, come back, and have to play 24 hours later. That's hard to do, and they did a great job of it.
Monica skips it left wing to Moore. Bounce pass left baseline to Chelsea for an 18-foot jumper. That's good again. Chelsea's 2 for 2, and the Cavaliers have a 2-point lead.
She had a terrific first half. I thought in the second half she wasn't taking the same shots she took in the first half.
Chelsea is on fire.
Although she had a couple of really good shots, they just didn't go in. They were in and out. But I thought she played hard the entire game. I was pretty happy with Chelsea's performance.
Now top of the key to Lexi Gerson with 6 to shoot. Gerson driving hard with the right hand. Fadeaway jumper, yes! Holds up the right hand, and Lexi creates.
I thought we had stretches where we played really good defense. As far as what they did, they kept us out of the paint a little bit, and we didn't do a very good job of forcing the issue. We basically just yielded to what they were doing, and we'll have to look at it on film and make sure that we make those corrections. But unfortunately, it was just not a good night for us.
They lob for Clayton, and Moore got a hand on it, but Gray got it back. Gray kicking it right corner to Harvin for 3. Missed it. Rebound Clayton inside, and she lays it in. Top of the key to Chelsea Shine. She'll swing it around the perimeter to Monica Wright. Wright whips it left baseline to Talia McCall.
Talia had a good game tonight for the most part. We require a lot of Talia. We really put her in positions that she's got to step up, and for a first-year player, she does a great job of coming in and giving us quality minutes, and tonight she really did a great job on the road, and sometimes that's not Talia's most comfortable area, but tonight she came in and gave us good minutes. We had a bad start in the second half. We didn't come out with the same energy that they did, and I think we went like 8 minutes scoring 1 basket, and that really put us in a hole immediately.
Roger Mason was a fan favorite when he played for the Cavaliers, and he is the focus of this week's Cavalier Flashback.
Roger, elbow right side. Roger the fadeaway, 15 feet. Roger Mason on the fadeaway. The Cavs in play. Timeout,
Favorite memories will definitely going to the big dance, being in the NCAA tournament. My sophomore year, that was a big thrill. My junior year, playing against Duke and having that special win at U-Haul, sharing it with the school and fans and teammates was fun. I also think back to playing at Florida State when I hit my first game winner with the Cavaliers.
the crossover, the total kicks. Roger the jumper. Got it with 1 second. Roger Mason hits the 3.
And that was special. It was a lot of fun to do it on the road. And later on in my career, I've had a little bit more success with that. So I can look back to that Florida State game as my first significant game-winning shot. Initially, we had a great recruiting class, and we had Chris Williams, Adam Hall, a lot of talented players that were there before. So, I just wanted to blend in, but when we got there as freshmen, the chemistry was great. No one had egos, and everyone was humble, and, it was just a great team atmosphere, and I think that's why we had so much success when I was playing here. U-Haul was jumping. Every game, the fans were great. They were waiting in lines days before. I remember the Maryland, Duke, Carolina games. There's always a line. Students were super excited, and we fed off of that energy too. It was a lot of fun.
Coming up after the break.
This portion of Cavalier Sports Weekly is brought to you by the Virginia Athletics Foundation.
Our men's and women's swimming teams are always among the best in the nation. Saturday, they hosted another top program as they dove into a meet against Tennessee at the Aquatic Fitness Center.
I finally saw the intensity and the fire and a team that respected one another and wanted to share good times together. We were able to gain a lot of momentum and a lot of energy, and I think a lot of the first years actually had their season's best performances, or some of their season's best performances, certainly dual meet best performances today. So we saw a little bit of the maturation of the first year class to go along with probably the most cohesive team effort that we've had all year. that was an exceptionally good women's team that we defeated. And they swam, Tennessee's women swam very well. So I liked how our women were able to really draw something out of themselves to go down pretty deep, because we had to go deep into that emotional and physical well today to be able to compete with a team that was this rock solid. And they were able to do that.
Thanks for watching Cavalier Sports Weekly. We've got 3 huge ACC basketball games coming up this week in the John Paul Jones Arena, so come out and support your Cavaliers. Our women's team hosts Maryland on Monday, while our men's team entertains Georgia Tech on Wednesday and Miami on Saturday. We'll be back next week with highlights from those games and more great stories from Virginia athletics. Until then, go Hoos!
Cavalier Sports Weekly is presented by the Virginia Lottery. The Virginia Lottery, helping Virginia's public schools. And brought to you in part by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.